Good morning, everyone. This is Paige with your intuitive morning message. So, the crystal that I've picked out for today is orange calcite. I actually just recently picked this up to start helping to open up the sacral chakra, but this is really great for personal growth, confidence, creativity. If you want to get those juices flowing, literally, that is one of the best crystals that you can get for waking up that sacral chakra energy. So, if you've been feeling isolated, if you've had a lot of anxiety, those kinds of issues, that can be really great to help open up that energy. The positive quote that I have for you today is basically a quote about trust, and it says, "Self trust is the first step to success." So, as you think about that, just think about times in your life that you trusted yourself, right? Times maybe when other people did not believe in you, did not trust you, and you went ahead and followed your passion and it ended up working out. It was successful, right? Or you felt very fulfilled by what was happening. So, as we go through the reading today, that is going to be the theme. Self trust is the first step to success. I'm going to turn my computer here. And as always, we're going to shuffle and see which card comes out for today's message. What message is meant for December 18th, please? 2024. Okay, so we got one. Leadership. Interesting. So this leadership card, number 81, has a red border. So this is actually kind of a reddish orange color, and it's almost magenta in the center. So what I am feeling from this is not only kind of this sacral energy tying into this, but you might be called to step up your game in some way. This could mean in a work setting, in your family, in your relationships. You have something to offer through your experiences that can help other people grow, right? It can help other people get to a new level of being, a new level of thinking. But I think the quote for today is perfect. Your self talk will either step you into this role or step you out of that role, right? Your thoughts have so much power over, influencing not only your own life, but influencing others. And um, it's asking you to think about how you are a leader already in many ways. And like I said before, those experiences, how they can benefit other people. Maybe the things that you have gone through can save other people, the heartache or the loss or the consequences if you just share your story, right? Don't be afraid to share the things that you have been through and the lessons that you have learned. I think we're going to read that one out of the book because I don't normally get that one very often. So I'm kind of curious what it says myself. All right. So, leadership. Says this card indicates a time to lovingly lead and guide others who are less capable than you are. This may apply to your workplace, community, family, circle of friends. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to have confidence in your ability to motivate and inspire those who accompany you on your path. This card also indicates a role as a leader in your field. You may choose to rise to the top of your game with your unique talents or to lovingly lead to a new and improved way of life. Either way, it is time for you to step up to the plate and adopt a position of authority, for you have the natural ability to lead. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to become a compassionate leader. Remember, a successful leader leads alongside others rather than from above. Others graciously follow when you have their best interests at heart. So know that it is safe for you to lead. Your affirmation is, I lead others and in turn serve a higher purpose. Yeah, I just want to make a note about that really quick. So, some of the best positions or work environments that I have ever been in personally were ones where my managers didn't necessarily do things, for me, right? Or if they wanted to correct what I was doing or show me a better way of doing it, They weren't like, hey, you're doing it wrong. Uh, Basically, get out of the way. Let me do it. Let me handle it. You're not doing it right. Right. Some of the best managers I think we all are aware of are the ones who sit down with you and explain what you're doing well, but they why they want to see you improve, and then they lay out the next steps and then show you how to do it, but then they let you do it, right? So I think that's a really important thing to remember about leadership is that it's not about proving that you're better than anyone or you know more than anyone else. It's about, like the book said, being alongside people and just coming from a place of love and guidance, rather than trying to be above anyone else. All right, let's move into our numerology here. Oh my gosh. We just did a numerology. Maybe we need another one. Okay. Feeling the vibes today. This full moon energy is still kind of lingering for me. All right, what other message do we need to focus on? Okay, I got 3 here, so I'm just going to shuffle. I just need 1, please. Just 1. Okay. All right, we still got 2. Sometimes it fights me, messages come in and it is what it is. All right, so 2 of them, personal growth, number 7. If you've been seeing the number 7 repeatedly, or as you're driving on license plates, this could be a sign for you then. Personal growth is definitely the theme for today, as we were just talking about. Also healing. So number 66, maybe you've been seeing that number repeatedly. As I'm clearing my throat, I see the color blue here for throat chakra energy. So maybe some healing needs to happen on the level of communication, right? Maybe you will find quite a bit of healing, or getting to the next step in your life just by communicating, especially with this full moon. Oh my gosh. Sorry about the throat thing. Full moon in Gemini that just happened on the 15th. That energy is actually enhancing our natural ability to communicate and to express our thoughts and ideas. So there could be a lot of that happening for you, but also watching how you communicate with yourself. As I said before, the self talk is the first step to success. But what activities are you doing for healing, for self healing? That's my next question. So, are you getting a massage? Are you working on journaling, releasing things from the past so you're not bringing it into the next step of your life? What are you doing to cultivate healing in your own life? Because it doesn't just come to you. You have to be actively working on that. All right. So we got leadership, personal growth, and healing. So maybe for some of you, this is saying that, maybe you're being offered a promotion. Maybe you're going to a workshop to learn how to be a better communicator, a better leader. All right, let's move on here. So Mystic Tarot is next. What message do we need to see for today? Wow, these are just like all over the place. December 18th, please. What message do we need to see? All right. Okay. Chariot. Yes. So this is this is following this energy like almost perfectly. So the chariot energy can mean a few different things. So it can mean the quite literal sense of you moving, you traveling, you exploring, doing new things. What I see when I look at this is somebody overcoming obstacles, right? Like they're no big deal. Once you actually take the step to overcome them, you realize like how easy it was. And maybe you were in your head the entire time thinking that it was going to be this insurmountable task that you would never overcome, right? But once you get going and once you just take that first step and trust yourself, then you realize, oh, this is not as, difficult as I thought it was going to be. Look at me, soaring over these mountains. So the other thing to think about is what direction do you want to take your life? Like you're the only person here kind of holding the reins of your life. And what direction do you want to take this? Do you want to keep, doing what you have always done, or is there something that you are working on within yourself that needs a little bit of initiative on your end just to say, okay, I'm ready. Okay, I'm going to take this next step. All right, the next one, I don't think I've done this in a reading yet. Crystal spirits. I used to use these like 4 years ago all the time in my classes. Absolutely love these cards. The descriptions in the book can be a little lengthy, but they have very good messages to them. So we had one flip over already. Amethyst. All right, so we are following this theme of healing here with amethyst because amethyst is one of the best healing crystals. I think I had this one in a reading the other day as an example. So the number 4 that's here, I know this isn't a numerology card, but this is also asking you to think about healing on a level of things that relate to security, stability, things that make you feel safe. Okay. I am going to pick just a little bit out of the book for this one, just because I think it's essential. So essential meaning says familiarity, unconscious habits, old patterns that need to be released. So very interesting. The one thing that I would, just point at right away is what habits have you kind of repeated or cycles in the past have you noticed about yourself that need to be let go? Um, yeah, I know. I think I said this in another reading too, but what got you there is not going to get you here, right? You know that there are changes that need to be made. So let's see what the book says here. Autopilot takes over when we require rest from mental overload. While this reaction can serve us well, Amethyst Spirit brings a reminder to stop surrendering to the familiar. Be mindfully present to the now and examine all of your habits. Are they working for you the way that you want them to? Are you overdue for a new routine, perhaps a small, simple shift that will make a huge difference? What could you say more often to those you love, or do more to nurture yourself when your go to is to sacrifice for others? What habits could you begin to develop today to build your security and increase your prosperity? Can you see how the old habits uh, these replaced should have been discarded a long time ago? Amethyst Spirit message to you is to be conscious of your habits so that you don't fall asleep to your potential for transforming and healing. You deserve so much more than you have right now. So awaken to your ability to co-create a new, one replaced habit at a time. All right. So just to recap our messages for today, we have leadership. Again, focusing on, how you can lead alongside others' personal growth. What are you doing to work on yourself right now? What thoughts are you telling yourself with this throat chakra energy? What can you communicate to others to help them on their healing journey? How can you take the reins of your life right now? What obstacles are you feeling or viewing as, really big, or roadblocks that in reality, once you get going, you're going to be like, wow, that that wasn't a big deal, right? Amethyst. Again, focus on that healing, release patterns that do not serve you, because whatever you were doing previously in the past is not going to make room for what's coming for you in the future. And our quote for today, again, is self-talk is the first step to success. And if you need a piece of orange calcite, or if you're curious about the meanings or healing properties, you can just Google that. Calcite is Calcite. I hope you have an amazing day. Take care.